Hello everyone, it's Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive, and it's time for another Instant Deck Tech. So as you know, Thursday means it's Fishbowl Thursday here in Instant Deck Tech Land, and we have a super cool modern list to check out today. This is Crafty Cutpurse combo, comes to us from Turn 2 Stormcrow, so thank you so much Turn 2 Stormcrow for submitting a really fun, super cool looking deck. If you want your own deck considered for a future edition of Fishbowl Thursday, make sure to leave a link in the comments, or you can email it to me, saffronolive@mtggoldfish.com. Anyway, let's look at Crafty Cutpurse for Modern. So, first off, we have Crafty Cutpurse itself, which is kind of our key combo piece, a really unique card. So, 4 mana 2/2 with Flash, but when it enters the battlefield, any tokens that would be created under our opponent's control get created under our control that turn instead. We even have a Forerunner of the Coalition. Only Pirate in our deck is Crafty Cutpurse, so it's just an additional copy of Crafty Cutpurse. That's how important Crafty Cutpurse is to what we are trying to do. So the idea of this deck isn't to hope that our opponent is randomly playing Lingering Souls, although we can randomly hose Lingering Souls if that's what our opponent's doing with Crafty Cutpurse. We're trying to get down Crafty Cutpurse, and then we're going to play cards that would make tokens under our opponent's control, except we get them instead. So the other key part to this combo is Ether Vial. So without Ether Vial, it's really hard to play Crafty Cutpurse and play one of our force our opponent to get tokens cards in the same turn. But with Ether Vial, we can just take it up to 4, put our Crafty Cutpurse into play for free, and then cast all of our token making cards, and potentially just build a really massive board really quickly. So how are we giving our opponent tokens? And the two big ones are Haunted Phantasm and Haunted Horror. So Haunted Phantasm, Haunted Horror, basically unplayable cards. They're really bad because normally when they enter the battlefield, you're giving your opponent a ton of value. For example, Haunted Phantasm gives our opponent 5 1/1 Red Goblin tokens. We get a 4/6 unblockable for 3 mana, which is a really good deal, but since we're giving our opponent 5 1/1s, it's not as good of a deal as you'd think. Haunted Horror gives our opponent 2 3/3 Centaur tokens with Pro Black, and we get a 7/7 with Trample. Of course, it's black, but it's only 2 mana. The trick, though, is if we can Ether Vial in our Crafty Cutpurse, then when we cast Haunted Phantasm or Haunted Horror, they're just the most absurd cards you could imagine. So Haunted Phantasm is going to give us a total of 9 power across 6 bodies for 3 mana. It is absolutely off the charts in terms of power. Haunted Horror gives us a 7/7 and 2 3/3, so we're getting 13 power and toughness. Some of it's trampling, some of it has protection for just 2 mana. So if we can set up our combo, any of our hunted creatures are just off the charts in terms of how powerful they are, how much value, and then hopefully we just win the game with the tokens we get and the hunted creature themselves. The rest of the deck revolves around kind of making this combo repeatable. So Crafty Cutpurse triggers when it enters the battlefield, only lasts until end of turn, which is a little bit risky if we draw more hunted creatures, we want to make more tokens. Momentary Blink and Venture the Sojourner make sure that we can keep doing this over and over again. So the next time we draw a hunted creature, we can just blink our Crafty Cutpurse, reset the ability, make some more tokens under our opponent's control, except they go under our control. We can also use Venser and Momentary Blink to make our hunted creatures even scarier. So we Ether Vial in our Crafty Cutpurse, 2 mana, play our Hunted Horror, 2 more mana, we Momentary Blink the Hunted Horror, we end up with 20-some power across a million bodies for only a really small amount of mana. So it just helps our combo go even more crazy. The backup plan for the deck is to be kind of a normal tokens deck. We got Lingering Souls, we got some Bitter Blossoms to make some 1/1s. Sorin Lord of Innistrad pumps our tokens, can make tokens, so it's a way we just speed up our clock a little bit by making the emblem, so we combine Lingering Souls, Bitter Blossom with all of our hunted tokens, the vents are blinking, and just beat our opponent down by going super wide, super quick with a whole bunch of tokens. As far as removal, Mercy Killing, by far the spiciest of our removal spells. So for 3 mana instant speed, we get to force our opponent to sacrifice a target creature, but then they get X 1/1 green and white elf tokens where X was that creature's power. So let's say we cast this on a Tarmogoyf that's a 5/6. Normally our opponent loses our Tarmogoyf but gets 5/1/1, so it's not a great deal. But with Crafty Cutpurse, our opponent loses a Tarmogoyf and we get the 5/1/1s, making Mercy Killing just an insanely strong edict effect if we have access to our Crafty Cutpurse. Path to Exile, pretty straightforward. Baffling End, I have no real idea why this is in the deck. I assume you just want Path to Exile over the Baffling Shambling End, but it does make a token. Maybe that's the idea. It puts a token under the opponent's control, but I don't think it's worth it. Otherwise, we have Serum Vision just to get things set up. Mana Base, Forbidden Orchard, super spicy, another way to force our opponent to get tokens while also giving us a 5-color land. Shambling Vet is a creature land. Vault of the Archangel gives all of our stuff Death Touch and Lifelink to help close out the game, stay alive against burn. Bunch of fetch lands, some shock lands, and Urborg is more fixing, some basic lands. In the sideboard, we got Leyline of Sanctity for protection against combo decks and discard. Collective Brutality kind of does it all. Swan Song to counter a counter spell primarily. Pithing Needle, General Hate. Fulminator for Tron. Rule of Law for Storm. Kataki for Affinity. Nile Spellbomb for graveyard-based decks. And then some more token stuff. Sundering Growth, a way to destroy artifacts or enchantments, also can populate and get another one of our tokens. Rootborn Defenses saves our team from wrath, gives us another token. And then Zealous Persecution can wipe out a board full of small creatures on our opponent's side while also pumping our team for a big lethal swing. And that is Crafty Cutpurse combo for Modern. And that's our instant deck tech for today. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, help us out by clicking that like button down below. And to keep up on all the latest and greatest, click that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell icon to get alerts whenever we have new videos. And if you want to, check out some of our other sweet videos here and here.